Caleb Young got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big conversion there on 3rd and 3. 45 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. There's good things are in store here today, man.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mariota now on 2nd down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now Lewis. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Cole. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11B.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go. Green is it.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
To throw is Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. On play action, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to the ground, it's Hill. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Lucy.
Bortles going to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mariota on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Mariota again. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trip front. Green is it.
On first down, Bortles. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Coleman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Suckup will put this one right through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
380.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota now on second down. Complete. This is Lewis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be able to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They do go for it. It's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Lewis. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Mariota. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Mariota now from the 50. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucy.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
One.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive and stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Bortles now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And Davis has it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down, Mariota. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hank.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left. And a field goal would send us to overtime.
Here we go. 372.
One final try now for Bortles. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And here's Lewis. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see.